Paige. Welcome to Vamps and Vagrants. I'm your dungeon mom, and I'm messing everything up tonight. I'm joined as always by my friends and family. First up, Colin, who plays Revlin.
Hey everyone, how you doing?
Next we have Wesley, who plays Benvol. We are also joined by Kelly, who plays Hugo.
Oh. It's me, Yada.
And we also have Kayleen, who plays Brana.
Hi.
Wow. We have a couple people running late and some people who can't come, so Sarah will be popping in when she gets here. That's Yada.
Until then, I will play her without any issues.
Challenge accepted.
I'm just kidding.
On last week's episode, I guess? Last week and over the weekend's episode 29 and 30, the party wrapped up some last-minute things in the city of Valaki, including meeting Victor Valakovic and meeting my mother, who yells at cats. Meeting Victor Valakovic, the son of the recently killed burgomaster.
Who did that?
Huh?
Who did that?
You guys did that.
Yeah.
With your council, he decided to create a council of Valaki. Didn't realize I did that wordplay. Terrible. We had a session over the weekend where a couple members met with Victor to help form that council, including some popular figures in the city, like Blinsky the toy maker, Grigoric the guard, and Milovaj, the new head of religion. A couple members of the party also were invited to be council members of trade and immigration, including Hugo and Yetta. See how that goes. And you all returned to the Blue Water Inn for one last night in the city of Valaki. So we all awake, the new dawn, long rest, in our regular bed chambers. We'll switch us back over to Blue Water Inn if we need it. Good. Delay. It is yet another foggy, dour day in Barovia. As you kind of peek out the window, dim light kind of peeks through the woods and the mists, and you can hear it is very, very quiet downstairs, unlike its typical hustle and bustle. Perhaps only a few people are downstairs as you all awake. What would you like to do?
I really like it here. I think we should stay.
Absolutely not, Hugo. Let's go.
No, let's hit the road.
Bra's bags are packed and by the door. She's like ready to go.
Victor's asked us to go to St. Markovia's, which we were planning on going to anyway, to talk to the abbot there to see if we can cure Stella of her malady.
On the way there, or perhaps slightly beyond there, that's where we were meant to meet with Octavio in the wizard's, or the tower that he had.
Isn't there something in Kresk we could be doing? I forgot.
Well, I wish... Actually, Yetta, you know this land better than we do. Where geographically are those things?
Yetta would not know, because she has not traveled beyond the Vistani camp outside of Barovia. So, just like this being the first time in Valaki, she has not wandered further west.
Was the tower, did Octavia say it was north?
He said it was west.
West as well? By a lake, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was on the way to Kresk, right?
I believe so.
We should go west.
Well, yes, we are definitely going west, I think.
Alright, well, let's get the fuck out of Dodge.
We can finally meet the gate guards at the western gate.
We've been out the western gate before.
To hunt werewolves.
Oh, no, the western
I'm
gate.
bad at directions.
I wasn't there.
Poor Hugo.
I'm
Didn't
still
get to kill
salty
something.
about it.
You got the gold.
I did, but I like killing things.
Well, I mean, there's always more death to be had here in Bolivia.
Alright. Maybe we ask for directions at the gate.
Or we could have a quick breakfast and ask downstairs. They seemed fairly helpful.
Brana is literally 3 feet out the door.
Alright, what direction are you heading in, Brana?
Towards the
we'll,
west gate.
We'll figure it out. We're good at this. We have natural instincts. Wait, it'll be fine.
All right.
Let's go.
You can see Yetta kind of puff up as she follows behind Brana, and she goes, Yetta knows the way. Although I've never been there, I sure will find it.
Seems unlikely, but we'll get there together.
As I said before, I am a guide.
Only just.
Alright, and you quickly begin to head west down the old Slavic road to the western gate, or the sunset gate as most Valakians refer to it.
I'd like to note that Brana is probably the most happy and excited that they've ever seen her. She wants to get the fuck out of this horrible place.
It's so horrible. It doesn't take you more than 10 minutes before you approach the gate. And although it seems that times are changing, there are still 2 guards stationed at the sunset gate, and as you approach it with the beginning of the new day, they begin to open the giant wooden doors for your departure.
Did we ever decide what we were going to do with Irina?
Fuck them. They're dead to us. Let's roll.
It's been acting really weird though about Ismark. I don't know anything
Or
about that.
alternatively, one of you can go back and get them.
I'll go back real quick.
I will make headway on this stupid road from this stupid town.
Goblin's going to run back.
Okay.
Brana is leaving. I don't mean split the party page, but like, Brana's motivations are similar to Keelan's in that the faster we get out of Valaki, the better things are.
Okay, and what is everybody else doing?
I'm waiting at the gate.
I think I'm gonna run back with Revlin.
Okay.
Brana, why don't you just wait here? You're literally out of Valaki by sitting right outside
Yeah.
the gate.
Sounds like you're gonna have to yell that to her as she's walking away.
Brana, just wait. You're outside. Go climb a tree or something.
Brana stops and starts,
Let's do this quick.
I don't know. She
Okay.
starts beating up a tree.
Okay, we're back at the inn now.
Irina, Ismark.
After 10 minutes.
After 10 minutes.
Okay.
Irina Ismark, we're leaving town today going...
I didn't even tell you Irina and Ismark were there.
Oh, damn it.
Are they there?
Where are you looking?
In the blue wire room.
They're not in the
Starting
main
with the
lobby.
common room.
Well, then we'll go up to their room.
You gotta knock on the door.
Yeah.
Nobody answers.
Knock on the door again.
Nobody answers.
Knock on the door again.
Nobody answers.
One last time.
You know what? Nobody answers.
Okay, I'm gonna go downstairs and ask...
You'll see Danica and Erwin behind the bar. The 2 sons, Bray and Brom, at a table. A couple patrons are inside, including the tax accountant, Vasily.
Danica, Erwin, lovely to see you this morning.
Good morning, Revlin.
Wanted to say goodbye before we left and see if you had seen Irina and Ismark around at all.
Yes, they paid the tab late last night before leaving, I believe.
To say where they were going.
I believe they decided to head west towards Kresk.
Oh.
Head west.
Wonderful. Thank you.
And now we head west.
Yes.
Takes another 10 minutes to get back to the gate.
And we're there. And we're leaving.
Can Brana have beat up a tree to a pulp? Literally.
Sure.
Oh, you guys are done? And I see you don't have Irina and Ismark, so that was great. Good job. Let's fucking go.
I say a few words over the tree.
The tree can eat me. Goodbye.
Okay.
Those are the words I say over the tree.
Mm-hmm. Let's go.
All right.
Before we start walking away, I go over to Rapture and I go, I'm pretty torn up about it too.
Yeah, and as...
No.
What are you going to say?
I'm pretty torn up about leaving Victor behind too. It's okay.
She just kind of turns and sighs. And Buffy turns and calls at you, and she continues to head down the path, but she doesn't say anything. But roll a perception check. Or an insight check. Insight check.
Damn it. A 3.
Alright, never mind.
Cool.
You look like you've got some pain behind those eyes.
Sorry. Give me a second.
Oh my god, the horses! Holy fuck!
What horses?
Our horses!
They weren't your horses.
Oh wait, were they supposed to stay here? Didn't we have a cart? With hags on it? And horses?
They weren't your horses in the first place.
But I want my horse meat.
I still have the horse leg.
Oh, alright, we put it in the bag.
Wesley, can you mute?
Oh, shit.
Was there anything else, Kelly?
No.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure. So as you continue to head down the old Slavic road, probably after an hour, you hit what is the first crossroads as you head west. Actually, it'd be probably closer to 2 hours. As you here, I'll switch back over to the big old map because we are traveling again.
My up.
Oh no, I did the wrong one.
This is not big.
Not this one.
Oh, struggling.
I zoomed out way too far. So, about an hour and a half into your walk, you pass over a bridge. Underneath of it is a flowing river. With the water flowing south. You can assume this river touches Lake Zarovik, which was the giant lake above Valaki that you explored and saved the girl Arabelle. Is that her name? Yeah.
I think so.
Arabelle.
Twas.
After you cross that, probably another half an hour later, you, like I said, find the first crossroads. The roads come to an X intersection with branches to the northwest, northeast, southwest, and southeast. The lower half of a snapped wooden signpost thrust upward at an angle near the eastern elbow of the intersection. The top half of the sign, featuring arms pointed in 4 directions, lies in the weeds nearby.
Can we read the sign?
Absolutely, yeah. So if you approach, you would see on the 4 arms pointing in different directions, you would see arms indicating Kresk, the Solenka Pass, Lake Baratok, Valaki, and Ravenloft, as well as Berez on the side.
To the best of my knowledge, are they pointing in the right direction? Like, this obviously is not.
Well, the sign has been broken, so you're picking it up off the ground and looking at. So if
I point,
try to put it back onto the post.
Mm-hmm.
Roll just a straight intelligence check for me.
Oh, good. Girl, that bad.
Actually, wisdom.
This bad.
Wisdom.
Girl. That bad. That bad. Oh yeah, no. 8.
It's the DC was extremely low. It's actually pretty easy for you. I want to see if you could fail.
I just wanted to know that it was extremely low. It was a 9. You're an idiot.
Yeah, it was like a 5. It was extremely easy. You can easily figure out the top half and where it connects to the lower half of the signpost, and you can figure out that when the sign is aligned and rejoins, the arms indicate that Kresk and the Solenka Pass are to the southeast, or excuse me, southwest. Lake Baratok to the northwest, Valaki and Ravenloft to the northeast, and Berez to the southeast.
Dude, this is a big ass map. I go Kresk is this way, so
Did we want to?
Don't we want to go to the northwest first
sure.
with Tavio?
I mean, yeah, I'm just saying Kresk is this way.
This would be a good point as a party to decide what you guys want to do.
Let's go to the tower with Rictavio, my
We've
boy.
been to the lake before, right?
I'm sorry?
We've been to the lake before. That was
What?
where we did the fishing.
That's
No, that's
Lake Zarovic.
Yeah.
We're going to lake.
The one on the sign said Lake Baratok.
Okay.
which is the one that Rictavio was the tower was at, right?
I don't think you specified.
Okay, well,
I think you
Would you
guys
like water?
love to look at the map. That's cool.
Yeah, Colin's using some of that.
META, we don't say it out loud.
okay. So northwest.
Is that what everybody
Cool.
wants to do?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. I know, Keely, it sounds like you're taking the head of it, of like this march. Is that correct?
Yes.
What's the general marching order for everybody?
I'll be behind her.
I'll bring up the caboose.
Revlin? Or sorry, Benville?
Bring up the rear with the Yetta.
Yetta isn't at the rear, she's in the middle. Hugo just said he was in the rear.
Oh, okay. Then I'll go further up to the front, but behind whoever's scouting.
Did you listen?
No, I got kicked
I'm
off.
at the front.
Oh, okay. It's Brana, Revlin, and then Hugo at the back. And then it's just a mix in the middle.
Okay, then I'm at the front.
Brana's,
I'm literally at the
Brana's
front.
at the front.
Okay, then I'm behind Brana.
Revlin's behind. Revlin's
So am I!
right behind
Oh, it's
Revlin.
one by one. Go one by one.
Okay.
Wait, guys. Does anyone remember in Shrek there's that song that they play when they're traveling?
I'm on the way from misery to happiness.
Yes, that song. That's the song that is playing in my head. But I'd like to imagine it's also the song that Yetta is playing with that accent at first.
I don't even know.
Okay. So as you hit this crossroad, when you're heading both in either direction of northwest, which is where you guys chose to go, or if you had gone southwest, the path becomes swallowed up by the Slavic woods, which are woods you've passed through Valaki, but there was a clearing, and now you're kind of back into it. And so, when you turn northwest, what is an actual road with cobblestone and some actual formation begins to trickle off to just a dirt path. It still is open to the woods, so it's relatively easy to follow. And you begin to head down that path as it gets less wide and more narrow, more and more difficult to work around. As the path gets narrower and the woods come closer, you are reminded now as you're beginning to travel again in Barovia of the ever constant mist that sit at the foothills on either side of the path.
I go sprinting into the mist. I'm kidding.
Bye.
Listen really wants that new character.
So
I turn to Artie and I'm like, man, I forgot how garbage outside of Valaki also is.
Yeah.
Alright, what else are you guys doing as you head down this road? You're unsure how long it's gonna take to get there? Is there anything you're doing while you're commuting?
Keeping an eye out on the sides of the road. And
Does
up
it look
ahead.
like the mist is creeping in towards the path at all?
Well, no, it's always on the outskirts of the path. But as the path got thinner, yes, technically the mists have gotten closer to you, but it's just because the path has also gotten more narrow.
Okay. Is there anyone following us? I look behind us, see if there's anyone like following us or like scouting us out.
Perception check.
$14.
As you look back, you can see as you look back on the path that you're traveling, although the mist kept to the sides of the road when you were walking forward, as you look back, the mist seemed to blanket the path behind you. And as you look out and you kind of peer into the shadows of the mist, you don't see a figure or hear anything that alerts you of someone following you.
Okay. I have my like hand on my axe, just kind of like ready at my side, just in case.
Okay. Colin, you mentioned as you're walking, everyone is looking down the other side of the path. You can roll a perception check as well.
Natural 20.
Cool. So, your elf
You don't see
eyes.
anything.
Well, I always want to do a Legolas, what do your elf eyes see kind of moment. That's the temptation there. You're kind of peering to either side, and the first half an hour or so, it's indistinguishable. You know, just a bunch of trees and branches, just your own foot hitting the dirt as you're trudging along this path. Probably an hour in when, you know, the chatter kind of dims down within the party and everyone kind of zones out. You stay more alert still, and you look off to the right, maybe once you've taken the turn northwest, about an hour into that turn, and you see just the faintest movement from your right in the woods. The mist obscures it, but it was small, maybe no more than the size of your dagger, if you were to put it in perspective. And for a second, you second guess if you've seen anything at all.
I don't think I'd say anything, but I would be kind of alert.
Okay. You all continue down the path. It's been, like I said, probably an hour, maybe an hour 15. And at this point, Yetta would probably want to kind of perk everyone's spirit a little bit and sing a song. I'm not good at coming up with that, so I'm not a bard, but she would probably start singing an old Vistani tune she heard as a kid.
Making my way downtown, walking fast, faces passing, I'm homebound.
That's great. Wow. Guess you didn't like the song. Vanessa Carlton fan? No. Alright. Cool. Well, continuing, I'll have everybody roll perception check now.
Nice.
This time is a 13 for me.
Okay.
I got a 14.
17.
That's 4.
Alright. Does anybody want to roll for Rapture or Yetta? If not, we'll just keep going with those rolls.
Someone else also got a 17.
Someone else.
And then Rapture got a 17, and Yetta got a 6. I don't know what their modifiers are.
Okay. You would see Rapture in the middle kind of stiffen up as you continue to walk, and she stops. And the only person behind her would be Hugo, so she would kind of put her arm back and like look around, and she'd look off to the left, Hugo. But everyone could. She hasn't said anything yet, so everyone's continuing to walk.
Wait, I rolled a 17 too.
She has additional modifiers that bumps it up.
Oh shit, she's so good.
Well, when Buffy's sitting on her, the perception goes up.
Man, fucking birds.
Yep.
I look in that direction. I go, what is it?
I think someone's in the woods.
Did you actually see something?
She kind of looks at you, and she like kind of whistles at Buffy very quietly, and Buffy kind of lifts off and begins to fly over into that direction. And you see her kind of zone out for a second, her eyes flaring purple-violet as she's looking through Buffy. And quickly she kind of blinks back and she goes, "Something's definitely in the woods." And she whistles to everyone up ahead so everyone can hear Rapture whistle behind you. And she kind of lowers and she begins to ready a spell. I'm going to have everyone roll initiative.
Perfect. Oh, you're doing that thing?
Yeah, 1 second. I'll roll initiative for the two of them, I guess. Shit.
Mine's 23.
I'm gonna call him out. I'm gonna do like the tier thing, like dearly beloved Matt Mercer.
Did he die recently?
No, he's just almighty.
Mm-hmm.
He's not a benevolent god. We may want to pick a more benevolent god.
Not everybody
Like-
likes having a benevolent god.
Like Nathan Fillion. I vote Nathan Fillion.
I'm down for that.
I'm not. I'm still for Matt Mercer. Alright, 25 to 20.
Me.
With what?
23. Of course, I roll a nat 20 on this, and not anything that would matter.
Yeah. 20 to 15. Nobody?
Oh no.
19. Rapture's 19. 15 to 10. Did I skip one?
I got 11.
I got a 10. Good.
At least we'll know who our enemies are by the time we go.
That's true.
10 to 5.
7.
Oh, damn. When
And
do you get
Yetta
advantage?
with a 6.
What was that?
When do you get advantage on initiative?
The next leveling up.
Damn.
Yeah.
I don't have any map made, so if we're gonna do combat, I'll try to keep it real basic. 1 second, I could roll 2 things.
Hey, I'm acting tonight.
Yeah.
Nice.
Are we actually? Oh yeah,
Yeah,
the
where am
orange.
I?
Kelly, what's your dex modifier?
+2.
Sick. Alright. So, first up in initiative, as you all ready yourselves with Rapture's warning, Brana.
Do I have an idea of where this person's coming from?
When Rapture caught your attention, you can see she's signaling to the left, off to the side of the path in the woods. That's the general area she's pointed to.
Can I hold my action until whoever this person is visible?
And what would you want to do with your action?
Shoot them with a crossbow.
Okay, yeah, totally. Do you want to do anything with your movement?
No, I'm good.
All right. Well, then next up is going to be. You hear some wood breaking in the woods to the left, and
Like sticks or like wood?
like sticks and twigs,
Okay.
I guess. And you would see through the mist a shadowy figure begin to appear. And as it approaches, probably within 30 feet, you would see the figure kind of appear better through the mist. And it looks to be a ragged woman. Her hair long and frizzed. Leaves and twigs are in it, and she seems to be wearing animal coats all over her body. And as she kind of wanders through the woods and she notices you, you see her kind of crouch to a tree and wait. And she's looking at you, eyes matching yours, but she doesn't do anything with her action. Next up will be Rapture. I'm gonna say, does anyone want to roll for Rapture? I'll give you access to her character sheet. And same thing with Yetta.
I can be Yetta.
I'll be Rapture.
Okay, give me 1 second, guys.
I just want to apologize in advance. I have not played any magical characters.
It's okay.
That'd be fun. She's a pretty. That class is a little bit less complex than some.
Yet all magic classes are more complex than rogue.
That's true.
Alright, Benville, you should have Yetta now. And I'm sending you. Oh, interesting. And Brana, you should be able to see Rapture now. If you'd like, Kayleen, just because it would be Rapture's turn next to you, I was going to hold her action to cast a spell. I'll leave it vague in this case because you're controlling her and you can choose what spell when maybe something dangerous happens, just so you don't have to make a decision on the spot.
Yes, please. Also, the only thing that I have from the thing that you sent to me is her bio and info.
Same.
Okay, let me check something.
Thank you.
Try one more time for me, Kayleen.
Yeah, it just popped up. I saw it. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, Rapture's gonna hold her action. Same for you, Benville. You should be good now with Yetta. Next up's gonna be Revlin.
I call out to the woman, sort out, but Hello, we're travelers. We mean you no harm.
I can't let her do anything on her turn, but okay. Anything else you'd like to do?
I'll hold a fireball spell in case anyone makes a violent movement.
Violent movement?
Basically attacks one of us.
Okay.
What did you do? Sorry. I got cut.
Firebolt.
He's
Preparing
gonna
it.
hold a firebolt if someone makes a violent if she makes a violent attack towards
Did you
somebody.
say something before that? Or no?
Well, he called out to her saying, "We're travelers. We mean you no harm."
Okay. That's what I want.
All right. That's gonna be Benville.
I was gonna call out as well, so I reiterate what Revlin said and hold my hand and my sword ready.
No, are you holding an action?
Yeah. So
What
I
do you-
can't hold movement though.
No, you can't hold movement.
I'll inch closer to Yetta and hold my sword ready in case she gets close.
And what kind of action are you holding? Just an
Like
attack
an
with your
attack,
sword?
yeah.
Okay. And this is everyone's holding their actions for if she attacks, right?
Mm-hmm.
If this woman. Okay. Cool. And then Hugo. You're muted. Oh, okay.
Can I reach into my bag and rip off a piece of my pastry? Do I want to use it now or do I want to... If I rip off a piece of it, would I still have some of it for later? Or is it like I gotta use it all at once?
You're not sure?
Alright, I rip a piece of like my rations, like if I have a piece of bread or something in it, and I throw it in her direction.
So
But like not too close, but like, like maybe 5 feet in front of her.
So you're throwing a piece of the pastry at her?
No, of my ration.
Just of your food ration?
Yeah.
Okay.
So what should I put my rations down, like by a half?
No, it would, I mean, if you're just throwing off a piece of it, it would probably be...
Like a quarter?
If that, yeah. You're only throwing a small amount towards her.
Alright, cool. So I do that.
Do you say anything? Or do you just...
I go, are you hungry?
Okay, great. We also have Yetta.
She's also gonna hold her action with a. She doesn't have her prepared spells on her.
She has her spells.
She can do all of these?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought she. Oh, she has like certain ones that she knows.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. She'll hold a thunderclap. I don't know what it is.
I just picture 2 thunder thighs clapping together.
That's
Alright.
everything.
She holds a
Damn it, I can't say that anymore.
She holds a vicious mockery. She's
hold-
ready to unleash some insults.
On this woman.
Yeah, and if she attacks.
Alright, so I just wanted to be clear, everybody is holding, besides Hugo using his action to throw a ration, which I like, everyone else is holding her action for if she turns violent. Just to be clear, right?
Not specifically her, just any creature.
Well, the only creature you're aware of is her, so you wouldn't be able to hold an action for like a nondescript thing that you're unaware of. You could be like, I'm holding an action for a dragon that I've never seen before, just in case there's a dragon.
Okay.
If we specified it was a dragon, could we?
Well, just the first thing I thought of. Next up is the blue dragon. Alright, everybody.
I think it's a white dragon. Blue eyes white dragon.
Hi, Sarah.
Hi.
Is everything okay?
Yes.
You sure?
Did
Yes.
you fall asleep?
Yes.
You sound so sleepy.
I'm so sorry.
It's alright.
I'm not used to working.
He's tired. Sorry.
Does somebody want to fill her in?
Sure. We're on our way west. Irina and Ismark left, so we're just going west. They're also headed west apparently, but we're headed up to the lake to where Octavio said he was, and some animal skin covered lady came emerging out of the mist. She's crouched by a tree right now. Most of us are holding actions. You are currently holding a vicious mockery in case she attacks.
Thank you so much.
And you took Benvol's virginity before we left Valaki.
Yeah,
Aw,
Wesley was
good.
very detailed about it though, so we're all a little uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Okay.
For a
Bye.
second, we thought about just ending it right here.
But you're here, so we'll keep going.
Good. Thanks, guys.
It caused a TPK.
It's been real, guys. I guess we're done with this now.
I don't think I've ever heard of a TPK from uncomfortable sexual roleplaying.
Hey, not if all the party members kill themselves for having heard it.
Alright.
Cool.
With everything that you guys have done in the few moments that Rapture alerted you of this figure, and as she's kind of appeared, you would see her approach the broken pieces of bread that Hugo threw out to her, the rations, and you'd see her pick it up and kind of sniff it. Pretty ravish. I can't talk today.
Ravenously?
Thank you. Yes. And she'll kind of eye it suspiciously. Sniff it again. Take a bite. And she'll look at you and kind of start to peter off a little bit and cry out and run away in fear. Seems like
I'm so sorry. I'm so scary, guys.
crisis averted.
Yeah.
Crisis.
Crisis averted. Potentially.
I was nervous you're gonna say she picks up the bread and she ravishes it.
I can't think of words.
I don't want to see someone fuck bread, guys. I'm just throwing it out there.
It's not even warm bread.
Does that make a
Orange.
difference?
Maybe it's still bread.
It does.
Kind of, now.
I say to the group, I think the quicker we get to
Ricky T's
Ricky Tiki Tavi, the better, because these hobos running around the woods are freaky.
Yeah, I wonder how they survive in the mists like that.
Good point, bro. I like gotta put my pinky toe in the mist to see what happens.
It occurs to me now that I don't know this. Does Hugo wear shoes?
No, he only wears a loincloth.
Oh, you should totally wear like Roman sandals with all the straps.
Yeah.
I
Maybe
like the
that.
barefoot thing.
I like the
I don't know.
barefoot thing.
Yeah. He ain't got much. Except for a puffy shirt.
As you stick your pinky toe into the mist, you suffer 2 points of exhaustion.
Wait, really? I take it out! I take it out!
I didn't say that.
I just saw you grabbing a book. I was like, I take it out!
Who said it? Was it Victoria said when she sees you grab the book, she feels like everything's on track? It's like 200 pages of random shit. We're on the book! Everything's going well. Okay. So do you continue on the path?
Yes.
That's the rest of the way there.
No.
While we're walking, I'm still in the back, right?
If you maintain your marching order, yeah.
I am slowly dropping crumbs of the rest of my ration behind us while we're walking.
Okay. Oh, Sarah, on the fly, I totally said that Yetta would sing, like, everyone was kind of just focused and kind of like tunnel vision on the road, and so we said she would sing an old Vistani tune. And Wesley, what song did you sing?
Making my way downtown, walking fast, faces passing, I'm homebound.
And then we heard your mom go, stop.
Yeah, it was great.
Did she say stop or Scott?
Stop.
She said Scott, but it was funnier.
Did she say
said
Scott?
stop.
No, she said stop. She was yelling at a cat.
Okay.
She was yelling at a cat for sure.
I thought, just call her dad.
She's yelling at my dad.
That's what I thought. Yelling for.
Oh. Alright. Shortly after that odd encounter, the path would become even more dense. And actually at this point, the path would descend into not even a path. It'd be an opening in the woods, and the mist would kind of obey the wood line, but the path would become rather difficult. You'd find yourself starting to stumble over some roots that had grown into the path, and what was now a dirt path kind of even lacks that formality, and so it's starting to become difficult terrain.
Mildly impressed in my mind. Can I look around and see if there's any sign of a frickin' saber-toothed tiger getting through here?
A saber-toothed tiger?
Yeah.
Roll a nature check.
That's like a 12.
On foot, any four-legged beasts could probably navigate the woods, but a carnival wagon probably have a little bit more difficulty.
Oh yeah, we put him back in the wagon. I would ride that thing.
Like Battle Cat and He-Man.
Be amazing.
I cut my fingy so bad, you guys.
Oh no!
On this stupid soju bottle. Kelly, you said you were checking behind you guys to see if you're being followed and you're dropping crumbs, right?
Yeah, the whole way. I'm gonna use the rest of my rations throughout this walk to drop a little piece every, I don't know, 100 feet or something like that.
Okay, roll a perception check for me.
I think it's an 8.
You've now been in Barovia for almost 2 weeks, I think, at this point, if I actually do the math right in my head. Maybe, no, for you longer. It'd be closer to a month you've been here. And a couple times when you travel on the road, Hugo, you've been convinced that the mist plays tricks on you. You've thought you've seen things in the mist. So you are always kind of freaked out, and you see things. And this time when you're dropping crumbs, maybe about 10 minutes into you dropping crumbs, you swear you hear someone following you on the path.
Okay. I'm gonna slowly slow up from the rest of the group over time.
Okay.
And
you're scared, you're pushing the group.
No, I'm gonna slow up my speed from the rest of the group.
Okay.
To see if I can hear the steps getting closer to me. And I'm gonna drop the crumbs more frequently.
How long would you kind of fall back behind the group? How much of a distance would you create?
Enough where I could see them. Not to the point where I don't know, maybe 50 feet or something like that.
50?
Yeah.
15,
sure.
1-5 or 5-0?
No, 50. 5-0.
Okay. At 50 feet.
And while I'm doing that, sorry, I'm very cautious. I can hear the steps and I don't know exactly who it is. So even though I'm playing I don't know they're there, I'm I have my axe readied slightly. You know what I mean? I'm ready to turn around and slash if need be.
What do you mean by you have your axe ready? Do you mean you have it drawn?
Yeah, I'm Flozzie Dodd, just dragging it along the ground with me, just having fun. Acting like it's not ready to be used, but it's in my hand still.
Okay. You wait up, and you continue to still walk with the group, so you're still moving along the path, but how you've slowed your pace, you've seen they've gotten further and further away, and the front of the group is probably in the mist from your perspective at this point, up ahead, but you can see the last 2 or 3 people in the mist at 50 feet. So you can still see them, they're still moving at a pace, and you kind of keep that pace with them to slow up to create your distance. And as your axe kind of drags behind you, and occasionally you look back, you don't hear the steps any longer, but then you begin to hear other things on either side of you. Little cracks of twigs and movement in the brush. And appearing out of the woods is a small little twig creature. No bigger than maybe 2 feet tall. You see it kind of crawl out of the woods and begin to head up to probably another 30 feet behind you for one of the crumbs you've left behind. You can see it goes and it picks up a piece of the bread and it grabs it and it's beginning to follow the path you've created. It's beginning to pick up little crumbs you've dropped. And as you kind of keep this up, if you don't do anything, if that's okay, interrupt me whenever you like, and you're keeping this pattern up and you're watching it at a distance, you can see similar twig creatures have begun to sprung out of the woods, 2, 3 of them, and there's a pack of probably 4 or 5 at this point, following your trail at a distance, probably now maybe 40 feet from you. So you have 50 feet in front of you where the party is, and another 40 feet back are these small twig creatures.
Do they look mean?
From this distance, you can't tell. They seem to be picking up the crumbs, but you're not sure.
Have I ever seen a creature like this before? Would I have any information on like this?
Roll a nature check.
Where's nature under?
Actually, sorry. Roll Arcana check.
Oh boy. That's under intelligence, right? Yeah.
Arcana
-1,
is-
baby. I got a 2.
They look kind of cute to
Garbage
Hugo.
die, so it's done.
They look kind of cute to Hugo.
Okay, so I'm still dropping crumbs, but instead of keeping moving, I'm just gonna slowly drop them to the point where I'm kind of like just made a path to myself, and I turn around and I sit cross-legged like this, just waiting for it to come. Catch up with me.
Okay. So cute, man. Hugo's got the anyway. It's just very a la Guardians of the Galaxy in my head right now. As these twigs get closer, you can see the pack of them. I'm not seeing what you guys are seeing. They probably get within 10 feet of you, and the pack of them kind of slowly all look up and see you sitting down on the ground, just kind of chin in your hands, and you hear them kind of squeak out a noise that kind of echoes out, and a couple of them burst this little kind of like puff of like pollen, and it kind of drifts off into the mist, and they begin to charge at you. I need you to roll initiative.
What the fuck? Paige!
Barovia as hell.
Nice!
Don't die from twig creatures that you fed. That's so embarrassing.
This is not an epic death, Paige. I'm afraid to roll. Oh, nice, 19.
19. Let's look at the buff.
Come on, Kelly.
Maybe your axe has like extra damage because they're tree creatures.
I think they're running for a hug. I'm just gonna go, ah!
In one round, they tore Hugo the Barbarian apart.
All right. They rolled a nat 18, and they're gonna go first.
Well, we'll find out.
You can see these 5 twig, what are twig blights, come charging at you.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
And as they reach you, they begin to claw at you, Hugo. So they're gonna attack. 5 claw attacks.
Sorry, guys.
Do you have any pictures of twig blights that we could see? I'd look it up, but
No, just hold on tight, guys. Because the ones they look up, they make them look like giant Groots, and I don't think that's appropriate. They're not that big. Because I was thinking about that. Okay, I have... 1 second, I'm just lining them all up. This is 3. 22,
oh, shit.
18,
Shit.
17, 17, and 11.
All but the last hit.
So 4 hit? Okay.
Mhm.
And they're gonna do... ...13 points of piercing damage as they surround you and begin to claw at you.
Cool.
It is your turn.
Seeing that they're not nice, I'm going to... A tear's gonna fall down my cheek. And I'm gonna slowly, or quickly as possible, get up and start dashing back towards the group going, I fucked up, I fucked up, I fucked up!
Opportunity attacks.
I did a what is it called?
They're all gonna do opportunity of attacks.
That's fine.
Okay. So cute. Alright. One's gonna miss. That's a nat 20.
Oh,
That's
good.
gonna miss. 3 hit, 1's a crit. So. You're gonna take another 11 points of piercing damage.
Jesus.
as you run away. The rest of the party, you guys didn't realize it as you've wandered down this misty path, but suddenly you hear Hugo yelling, and as you turn to look, you see him running through the mist as he appears, crumbs flying off of him, bleeding at all sides as he yells out to you.
I pulled a Hansel and Gretel!
Everyone roll initiative. Again.
I'm mostly
Not me,
horrified
right?
that
No.
you took half my health and damage.
Yes, I got 53 points, deal.
Alright, so once everyone rolls, I'll do the call out again, like 25 to 20, okay? So, if everyone's ready, 25 to 20. 20 to 15.
18.
Well, Kelly, I knew you were 19. Yeah, it was 18? I already had you down.
Yeda for 18.
19.
19 as well? Okay. 15 to 10.
I got an 11.
Both Rapture and I are 15. My dex is 3.
Okay. So Brana will go first. Rapture will go second. At the top of initiative, as Hugo is running back to the party, he is, we'll say at this point where we're picking up initiative, he is probably 30 feet from you all as he's dashing towards you. And before you can react and you begin to head towards the that direction, let's see. I need everybody. Let me see. I need everyone to make strength saving throws.
Anybody within 10 feet of me gets a +3.
So that would be Yetta was next to you, and Revlin is next to you. So Yetta and Revlin get to add 3 to whatever their strength saving throw is. Brana's strength saving throws are advantage, or is that just your checks, strength checks?
Just strength checks.
Okay.
Well, I only got an 11.
Oh,
Is
I'm
that
not
with the
raging.
+3,
I don't have advantage.
Revlin?
That was even with the
15
+3.
for
yeah.
Yetta. 17 for, oh no, 20 for Hugo.
16 for me and 18 for Rapture.
Okay. What was yours? 1, and what was yours again, Revlin?
11.
Okay, so as you all begin to react, and I'm sorry, Kelly, that wouldn't have included you. You're fine anyway, so you succeeded. So, but you wouldn't have been in this area. What happens is, as you turn to react to Hugo, the ground underneath of you begins to grow with weeds and begin to entangle your feet. Many of you are able to pull your strength to get out, but both Benvolm and Revlin are restrained by these entangling plants. You can only use your action to make a strength check against the spell save DC to free yourself. So
It's not just restrained. It's not like.
you're restrained.
Is our speed 0, or can we still cast spells? No. You can only use your action for.
The condition trait for being restrained is speed becomes 0, and you can't benefit from any bonus to speed. Attack rolls against you have advantage. Creatures, attack rolls, and dex saving throws have disadvantage.
Okay.
That's what being restrained is.
But I can still use spells.
If they're attack rolls, you'd be doing them with disadvantage.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Okay. That is 1, and then you will see a familiar druid now from the other side of the path begin to charge at you.
Damn it.
Alright, next up is going to be the twigs. Now, Kelly, you were dashing, so your speed is what?
40, so I got 80 feet.
Okay.
Sure,
And
boy.
they begin to dash at you as well, but they only make half the distance in comparison. So they aren't catching up to you, but they've traveled 40 feet towards the party. Next up is going to be Hugo. On deck is going to be Benville. And then, yeah.
Okay. How far away from the druid chick am I?
It's about, the druid that's appeared on the path is, you're about 30 feet from the party, and she is another, probably 25 feet from them, so you're about 55 feet from the druid. You have yet to attack the twigs, right?
Correct.
Okay.
How far are the twigs from me?
40 feet.
Alright. I am going to use my speed of 40 to move towards the druid chick.
Okay, so that put you about 15 feet from her.
And I see Benvolm and Revlin tied up in
They're
twigs.
tangled by weeds that have sprouted out from the path. And the rest of the party has able to dodge out of them, but yes, they are currently restrained by these.
Okay, never mind. I move up to I have to choose. I go to Benvolm and I try to chop at the weeds with my axe.
Okay. Roll to attack.
And I would like to.
Because that's
If
what
I
you
do-
want to do. You want to attack the weeds, right?
Yeah, if I do damage on the weeds, does that count as inflicting damage during a rage, so my rage wouldn't fall out next round if I don't get attacked?
In this case, I'll say sure. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It'd be dealing damage, but
So I would like to rage as a bonus action, just a regular rage.
okay.
And I'm doing it recklessly, I'm sorry.
Okay.
19 and 7, so 26 to hit.
26 will hit. Roll to damage.
4 and 2, so 14.
So as Hugo, as you charge into this entangling magical weeds, you run to Benvo and you begin to swipe at the weeds that grasp at his legs and begin to pin down his arms as he's trying to move out of the way. And though you cut at them, more weeds begin to sprout out and continue to grab at him. So attacking it doesn't seem to stop the weeds, they continue to grow. Something else needs to be interrupted. And now that you've entered that area, I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Alright, I get advantage because I'm raging.
Yep.
20.
You succeed. So you are not restrained by the weeds. Something to keep in mind when you're. This is like it's about a 20-foot square where this area is taking effect, and those who aren't restrained, it is still considered difficult terrain. So moving through it requires some effort.
How far away from the edge of the difficult terrain am I? And how much movement do I have left? Did I use all my 40 movement to get to Benvolm?
You use 30 of your feet to get to Benvolm.
Okay.
So with difficult terrain, it takes to move through one square. It takes 10 feet
Yeah,
instead
10.
of 5 feet. So I would say you're about on either. It's a 20-foot square, so it'd be 10 and 10 on either side, like in any direction.
So he was at the center of it?
Sure, we're doing theater of the mind, so yes.
Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna move 5 feet closer to the druid chick.
Okay, great.
Or 10 feet, but in
But I
difficult terrain,
understand,
so
yeah,
5 square.
I don't know why it took a second.
I'm trying to put myself in between the druid chick and the 2 people that are currently in weed things.
Okay.
Okay?
Perfect, yeah.
And that's my turn.
Awesome, next up is going to be
Oh,
Benvo.
actually, I have a question. I have 2 attacks. Can I hold my attack until she gets in range?
No, with the multi...
I thought so. Okay.
Yeah, when you've already used that action, that's the only thing you could have held. All right, next up is gonna be Benville.
Are the little tree blights clustered?
Yeah.
So like within a 20-foot radius of each other?
Yes.
Alright, I'm gonna cast sleep on the cluster of them.
Okay, so
I'll send it to
that's just where you're rolling dice for the hit points, right?
the... Yeah.
I understand. Just tell me what dice you need to roll. I know how that one works.
5d8, and then I think the weakest is the
Yep.
weakest.
Mm-hmm. It's taking the weakest one first.
26.
I love this. So, Benvom, as you're like pulling at your arms to kind of break yourself free. Oh, wait a second. Okay, no, you're good. You utter words to, I was about to say the Morning Lord, but Lathander. And you reach out to these charging twig blights, and they all drop unconscious.
Okay.
Anything else?
Don't strike them! And then
Good. Alright, next up is going to be Yetta. I love that. That's the perfect use of sleep. Well done, sir.
Okay, so Yeda would like to cast Detect Thoughts on the druid in the distance.
Okay. What does she have to
so
roll?
it's a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. No, I'm sorry, I gotta pull her up again.
Also put it in just in case.
You haven't had this yet work, have you?
No,
No. 11.
she fails,
Yes.
which is awesome. So in this round, I get her surface thoughts. What is most on its mind in that moment?
Okay, I'm gonna text you. Kept it simple.
Keep it simple. Keep it safe.
I shout to my party, "We must kill her!"
Alright. Anything else
And
with your
in my
turn?
action, I would move my 30 feet closer towards her.
Okay. That would get you out of this entangled area she's created and probably about 5 feet beyond that.
Cool.
Okay. Alright, next up is going to be Brana, and then on deck Rapture, so you're back to back there, and then at the end of it is Revlet.
I did not just Google a bunch of her spells to understand how those all
I
work.
can help you out with it. I can help you out with it too, Kayleen.
I Googled all of them.
Oh my
Every single spell
gosh.
is a tab in my view right now. Brana's gonna attempt to, at the very least, shoot the druid with the crossbow.
Okay, roll 2
Actually,
attack.
hold on. I'm gonna move away from the scary vines first.
Okay, moving closer to her, moving further away from her. Just
Closer to
moving
the druid, away from the scary vines.
Okay, totally. So you'd be able to do that. You wouldn't even need your full movement, I think. I think you'd still have... You could get out of those entangled vines and still have probably like 10 feet of movement if you'd like.
Cool. I'll hold on to that for now.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
And she's probably another... no more than 15 feet away from you. If you don't move up 10 more feet.
Oh, she's 15 feet away from me?
Yeah, because she was probably like 20 feet from the path and just theater of the mind moving that closer. Yeah, she's close.
Alright, I'm still gonna shoot her.
Cool.
Let's do the thing. That plus that is 21.
To hit, that'll hit.
Yee boy. Sorry, I'm not prepared with my number of dice though. that sucks. I did 5 damage.
Okay, 5 damage. Nice.
Not really.
A crossbolt shoots her straight into the clavicle, and though it pierces, it kind of ricochets off, but she cries out, and you can see her teeth are, even from this distance, you can see there's things in between her teeth that are dark.
But she sucks. I hate this woman. That's disgusting. Don't talk about
her
teeth.
and the dirty tree creatures.
Okay.
Alright, anything else for Brana?
That is it for Brana.
Alright, well then it's gonna be Rapture's turn.
Rapture's gonna cast. How far away is Rapture? What? Actually, Rapture will move away from the scary vines.
Okay, would you want her to get like close to you, or?
I would like her within 60 feet of Scary Lady. So yeah, close to Brana.
Okay, that's totally fine. She's right by your side.
Okay. Charisma, spellcasting modifier. I'm gonna cast Toll of the Dead.
Okay, cool.
She will cast Toll of the Dead.
Alright, let me look that up really quick.
So it's just so I'm aware, like I'm used to pluses to attack.
I'm sorry?
When I'm doing a thing. Oh, do you want me to send that to you?
No, I pulled it up. That's why I was missing it. Say just one more time. The target has to roll a wisdom saving throw or take damage. That's what I think is how it works.
Yep.
So I have to roll to attack, I would say.
No.
No.
In this case,
Yeah.
I have to roll to defend.
That's literally it? There's no roll to attack.
Yeah.
See, this is why I'm not a matched person.
No, you're okay. So I'm doing a wisdom saving throw. So 13 plus 2, 15. What is her spell DC? So if I can pull it up. It's on under spells. Her DC's 14. So unfortunately, it succeeded. Let me see if it.
Wait, no, not unfortunately. Fortunately.
Well.
Nope, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, they succeed
Her-
in saving throw.
So.
Oh, well, that's not
So
how
the
I would
druid-
phrase that.
Well, I'm saying unfortunately in the party's case, the druid succeeded, so she doesn't receive any damage. Is there anything you'd like to do on her bonus action?
No, I spent all that time Googling all the spells.
You're doing so
Anything else?
good! Alright, next up is gonna be Revlin.
Who's the upper DC?
Okay. So how far am I from the druid?
About 25 feet.
Oh yeah. So I'm gonna teleport for her and say, "Heh, sorry, kid," and hit her with booming blade.
Teleport?
Well, so I'm gonna misty step, so my body dissolves into silvery mist, and then I appear in a silvery mist right behind her, and I slash her with booming blade.
Cool. Roll to attack.
That is a natural 18 plus 7.
That'll
Yeah.
hit.
Okay, so I'll roll my slashing damage first. So she takes 7 slashing damage
Okay.
and 8 thunder damage.
Nice.
And if she moves, she'll take an additional 2d8 thunder damage.
Sick. Awesome. She cries out in pain as you slash her with your blade. Anything else?
No, that's my turn.
Sweet. All right. So now we're at the top of initiative. It is going to be the druid's turn. She is going to use her action to cast Bark Skin. You see her her skin begins to thicken with this dark bark around her. That's a first. Okay. And then for her bonus action, she's going to strike you with her quarterstaff. With a shillelagh, which is a bonus action cantrip, which I didn't know was a bonus action before today. And that's gonna be 19 to hit.
So I'm gonna reaction cast shield on myself. So
Which
that'll
what
put
would make your
me
AC at?
21.
All right, and so that'll miss, and that is her turn. quickly behind that druid would appear another druid in similar appearance. Even recently bloodied animal hide on her body. And she is going to... I get to miss out on all the jokes, man. She's going to... She's gonna make, she's gonna cast Thunder Wave and make you, Colin, roll a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Is he within 10 feet of me? No, right?
Mm-mm.
That is 20.
That'll succeed. On a failed save, you're gonna take half damage, so that's gonna be 2d8. Half. 12 half. So you're gonna take 6 thunder damage, and you're going to be pushed 10 feet away from her.
Do I still get pushed even on a fail?
Oh, so sorry. I misread that. You do not get pushed. That's on a failed save. On a success, you just take the half damage. So, yep, just the 6 thunder damage.
Okay.
All right, and the next is going to be the twigs.
What twigs?
Don't hurt them.
Huh?
What twigs?
Well, they're asleep.
Yeah.
Do they get to make a save?
No.
Nothing. Only if they take damage.
Let's see.
What twigs? The twigs still exist, even though they're asleep.
Yeah,
I will make them mine. I want a little army of twigs to follow us everywhere.
Unconscious until the spell ends, the sleeper takes damage, or someone uses an action to shake or slap the sleeper awake.
All right, so they can't do anything. So, yep, they stay asleep for their turn. Next up is going to be Hugo. On deck is Benvo.
They're not undead or immune to being charmed, BTW, right? Just to be fair.
No, you're good.
Cool.
Okay, Hugo.
We good.
All right, can I reach the first druid?
It lasts a minute.
Yeah. Yes, Kelly, you can.
Okay, I go up to her and I'm going to attack her recklessly.
Okay, roll to attack.
Are you shitting me right now? 11.
11 will miss.
All right, I'm gonna do it again for my second attack. Better. Math. 23.
23 will hit.
Six, 10, 12 damage.
How do you want to do this?
I don't know. Surprise me.
Revlin, as you are focusing eye to eye on this druid in front of you, slashed her with booming blade. You can tell she's on the brink of death. You've just shaken off an attack from your rear, and you see Hugo charge and swipe his great axe at the figure in front of you, and she falls to the ground in half. Ooh. Entrails spilling out into the dirt.
Are
Oh,
they animal
yeah.
or
The
are
first
they
ones are
real?
that I detected, I guess.
Yeah, the first one. All right.
Sorry.
Anything else, Kelly?
Do I have any more foot movement?
Maybe like 5 or 10 more feet.
Is the other one in the woods, in the mist?
Behind that druid, that one would have been. Let me see. It would have been about 15 feet away.
I'm just gonna move 5 feet closer to her.
Okay.
Cool. That's it.
Awesome. Next up is Benvom. On deck is Yetta.
I'm gonna try to get out.
Okay.
Safe.
So you're going to use an action to make strength. 1 second. Strength check. Just a straight strength check. Not a save.
Oh, okay.
will succeed. So you are no longer restrained.
Alright.
So you've used your action to free yourself from these entangling weeds.
Do I have any movement?
You still have movement. You have to get through the 20-foot cube that you have. That's difficult terrain, but yeah, you do have your full movement.
Gotcha. Are they in the mist? Is the druid in the mist?
Yeah, the druid appeared out of the mist. Yeah.
Is it in the mist still though?
Yeah, a little bit. You can see it, so it's not like you have visual, but yeah, it's surrounded by mist.
So I have to get 20 feet to get out, so I can move 15 feet this round?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll just move toward them 15 feet.
Okay, and I'd say that because it's 20 feet total, the cube, so that's 10 feet on either side, so you'd be able to get out of it. You'd
Okay,
be
so
just
20
outside.
feet to get out, and then 10 feet closer after that.
So you're taking. It's
Yeah.
10 feet to get out, so it's 20 feet. Yeah,
Right,
so then 10
then
feet.
10
Yes.
feet.
Yeah,
Yeah, so can I get next to them? Yeah.
So I can get next to them?
You wouldn't be next to that druid,
Okay.
but you'd be close to it.
Cool. I'm done.
Cool. All right. Then it's gonna be Yetta on deck as Brana Rapture duo.
Yeda will be casting at 3rd level. Final decision. I'm gonna do Shatter at
Okay.
3rd level. It's in the chat. And she needs to make a Constitution save throw.
Okay. 12.
Fails.
Okay.
So that's gonna be, 4d8. $25!
Pretty good.
That's an amazing.
What kind of damage is that?
That is, thank you. It's gonna be lightning, I'm pretty sure. It is lightning damage.
Sick. Something straight out of the gods. Like thunderbolt strikes down from the sky through the mist and strikes this other druid. And before she can even recognize where it comes from, she cries out in pain. She's alive, but she's hurting pretty bad. Next up is going to be Brana, Rapture, and then Redland.
What up? It's your girl, Brana. I'm 19. I don't know how to read. I am going to head towards our friendly druid.
Okay.
I'm gonna punch her.
Sick. Roll to attack.
24.
That'll hit. Roll for damage.
For the millionth time, I forget that a d6 is in fact
A regular die.
the regular dice. What is that? 9 points.
How do you want to do this?
Just want to punch her in the head real hard.
Brana comes charging in, sweeping with an uppercut on this druid as it cries out fury in its eyes, and clocks out. Before the druid even hits the ground, you can tell she was knocked unconscious. And as she lands in the mist, and the mist kind of poofs out to clear away, if left there for a few more moments, she will die from that hit. But she is down.
Can I tell that she'll die from the hit?
Yeah, there's always an assumption, obviously, because they don't roll death saves, that technically all enemies fall unconscious, and then if they're not revived within a couple seconds, they're dying from it. So I was just for flavor, but yeah, she's gonna die. She's
Okay. Brana was not going to do anything to intervene, but I have a feeling that Rapture might do something post-mortem.
Okay.
So if she's dead, she's probably going to use the book
Okay.
to ask a question.
What question does Rapture ask?
Can I poll the group for a question? Because mine was only going to be why, and I feel like all of us may have a better understanding of Rapture.
I will put 30 seconds on a timer and let you guys talk. Starting now.
I like why.
Who are you, my peaked one as well?
you're muted.
They want it. I read their thoughts. They want to kill, pillage, and protect whatever these things are.
where are they based out of?
I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm fine with that. I think Rapture would ask that too.
So as Rapture goes and grabs the hand of the second druid that appeared, her body's still warm. The hand reaches the book, and after she asks the question, a few words appear on the page, and as you all kind of lean in and read it, you would see her say that they defend the Gulthias on Yester Hill.
The Gulthias on Lester Hill?
That's what these things are called, I think.
The
Oh, cool.
Gulthias?
We're just making up
Gulthias.
words now.
That's what they said. That's what they said when I read their mind, but I didn't know what it meant.
Okay, I'm like, I've never heard of this. Okay, on Lester Hill.
Wester Hill.
Yester.
West.
With a Y.
Yester.
Oh,
with a Y.
Yester.
Do
I
we-
was feeding them. I was being nice.
Do we see any like hills in the surrounding area?
You are surrounded by woods currently in mist, so it'd be pretty hard. You can try if you want to roll a perception check.
I would like to.
Go ahead, roll a perception check.
Nat 10 plus whatever my skill modifier.
Yetta, do we need to finish?
13.
No hills.
Can I go over to the... I'm very intrigued by the little twig babies. I go up to them. What they look like?
As I said, as you can approach, they are all in unconscious slumber. They all have humanoid limbs. All of them range within 1.5 to 2 feet tall, made completely of wood, with functioning what looks like twig arms and legs, and a little head with little even apertures in their face for like eyes, nose, mouth.
What should
Has
we
you-
do? The wake soon.
Has Yetta ever seen or heard of these things?
Roll a nature check.
Really bad. $11.
You've heard tales of the woods coming alive, but nothing so specific.
I do not know if they are aligned with those druids. I think maybe they could do harm if they don't like people, kind of like trolls.
As Yetta turns to you all, you can see several of them begin to turn and toss and begin to slowly awake. And as they begin to blink open their eyes, they stand up and they all begin to yell out again, pollen shooting from their bodies, and they charge at the closest person to attack.
I want them to love me.
So 3 of them would reach. We'll say Hugo because he's reaching out to them. 2 will hit, 1 will miss.
Am I still on my rage?
Sure. No, you were getting cute, weren't you?
I was like, you know that cute where you're like, oh, I want to smush you
No.
and bite your face off because you're so cute. So like a rageful cute.
Cute aggression, is that what you're arguing?
Yeah.
I'll be nice and say okay. So
So you, yeah. But I have disadvantage against me because I literally just attacked last round with reckless.
Oh, is that
so.
true?
Yep.
And with that said, all 3 are gonna hit actually.
Cool.
$13 points of piercing damage.
And I'm gonna take half of that.
Yes.
So 7. No. 6.
You round
You roll.
up.
Oh,
More
7.
damage.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna swing and like one big swing. I'm gonna fucking go to town on these boys.
Okay, roll
Or
2
the
attack.
3.
Roll 2 attack.
And I'm doing it recklessly.
Can she hit all of them at the same time? Because they're
For
not
flavor,
small
I'm
enough.
saying yes, technically, just because they're there and they're tiny.
Oh my god, seriously? Rolled like that 1 and a 6. 6 and 7 is 13.
That will not hit.
Oh.
I'm gonna do it again.
Okay.
Get me some better dice tonight. 20.
20 will hit.
9. 11 points of damage.
The two you will quickly swipe and they'll crumble apart. One you strike and you hurt it, but with that damage, it's still coming at you. The other two begin to wake up. The final two of the 5, and they stop following their brethren.
Don't do this. Just run away.
They can't think of anything else. They're rolling with advantage.
This is worse than
That's a
death.
nat 20. One will miss, one will hit with a nat 20.
We're all just sitting here watching this happen.
Mauled by tree pits.
7 piercing damage, half is gonna be 4 piercing damage.
What the hell? I'm down to 42 points.
Oh, that's only 2 less than my max.
Oh, cool.
I feel like they only attack the orc in the party.
It's just
Is it my turn again?
well, if anyone wants to intervene, I'm saying but yeah, I kind of like it just being Hugo. Just
Yeah.
Okay, I'm doing it again.
it's the horse ordeal all over again.
Yeah.
Hugo did this to himself.
18.
That'll hit. Roll your damage.
I am. 11 again. And then I'm gonna roll again for my second attack.
That'll kill all the remaining 3, actually.
Oh, okay, cool.
So you sweep and you crush them, and what little bits of their twig bodies remain in a
Just
pile.
hold them up. But I go, why? Why?
You guys look on the scene, and you also notice behind them as the twigs kind of charged at Hugo in like an unfathomable rage, a miniature adorable rage. What pollen they had like shot off their body when they first awoke is floating off into the distance.
Hugo, what did you do to those tree people?
What do you mean? I killed them.
Well,
Against...
I mean, before that, why did they attack you?
I don't know! I really don't know! They came out of nowhere.
Well, for the future we know psychotic druids are bad, and tree people are probably also bad.
I would like to search the body of the first dead druid.
Okay,
I'll do the
roll
second.
Investigation check, both of you.
Awesome. I'm rolling great today. That is a 7.
Nat 19, so 21 total.
Both of you find similar remains on both the druids. Both of them have quarterstaffs and animal hide bodies. That's it.
Do I find anything interesting while I'm like rolling around in the dead twigs? Like anything that I can learn from them or...
Roll an investigation check.
Cool. Investigation?
Yes.
Cool. Oh, I rolled a nat 20.
It's still a pile of twigs.
Oh, cool. I'm glad I wasted that. Great.
That does not change.
Cool. Why don't we keep moving?
Sounds good, Hugo.
Actually, maybe we should sit here and get back some hit points. Nah, I doubt we'll run into any more issues along the route, right?
No, let's do that. Let's take a short rest. I will sing you a song.
It's time for lunch anyway. Maybe.
Okay.
Is it?
Yeah, pretty close to it actually. Doing the math, since you've left Valaki, it's probably been close to probably 3 or 4 hours actually. So yeah, you probably start to feel need for a rest, a little parched, maybe a little hungry.
Okay. Go ahead, Sarah.
I will sing a song of rest. I will say, eat some lunch, try not to kill twig bug things, don't get eaten, don't find druids, just sit the fuck down, Hugo.
Beautiful.
So good. What does
and
that do?
you will gain an additional D. Sorry,
Nothing. It does absolutely nothing.
just that.
Cool.
You guys gain an additional D6 of hit points. Let me roll that.
Who is rolling hit dice?
I will.
I will not be just rolling this D6 of Song of Rest. You're gaining 3 additional hit points.
Just me?
Just anybody.
Oh, damn.
Anybody who hears my
They're
song.
not temporary
I'm back.
though, so it only return you to your max health.
I'm
And
back at full.
Okay.
I have a question because I've never really rolled for hit dice. So I
Yeah.
have 6 hit dice in between every long rest, and I can roll as many as I want at this short rest.
Correct. You can choose how many hit dice you'd be rolling. At the end of a long rest, you technically don't recover all of your hit dice. You roll a die. I can't remember the actual statistics, but there's a potential that you don't always recover all of your hit dice on the long rest.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't have to roll them all at once. I can roll one at a time, right?
No, you have to say how many you're rolling.
Seriously?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. Alright, I'm down
I'm also using my
45.
arcane recovery feature.
Did you not use it this morning?
Nope.
Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna roll 3 hit dice. 3 d12s.
Okay.
Just to confirm, did I use any other spell slots before this?
No, just
Vicious
a cantrip.
You held is Vicious Mockery a cantrip?
It is.
Yeah. So then no, you didn't use any other spell slots.
Thank you, guys.
Not bad, except I rolled 1 on 1, so I got back 20 hit points.
Okay. Plus the 3 that Sarah rolled with the Song of
Yeah,
Rest.
I'm back at 65.
Out of a total what?
77.
Okay. Oh my god, you guys are almost at 100 hit points. That's crazy. Bigger classes. Alright. So after an hour of rest, both Revlin and Hugo recover from their wounds, taking care of the damage they've received. What would you like to do?
Keep moving.
Keep going.
Okay. Similar marching order, or are we switching anything up?
I'll be in front again.
I'm good with what we're doing.
Yeah,
I'm
that's-
assuming I was next to Ben Bomb.
Assumed right.
Mm-hmm.
Is that
I'll
right?
continue to bring up the rear because I'm really good at that.
No.
Okay. So probably another, I'd say, hour and a half, 2 hours into the trip again. You've continually followed this path that's being swallowed by the Slavic woods. It's difficult terrain, so you're moving at a slower pace than you were used to on... sorry, it's not even Slavic wood anymore. When you turned northwest, you went down, I think what they call like the Luna River Road or something like that. But so without the formality of the old Slavic road to follow, you're learning that you're going much slower than you anticipated. But eventually, you come to a cold mountain lake, enclosed by misty woods and rocky bluffs. Thick fog creeps across the dark, still waters. The trail you've been following ends at a grass-covered causeway that stretches 100 yards across the lake to a flat, marshy island with a stone tower on it. The tower is old and decrepit, with collapsing scaffolds clinging to one side where a large gash has split the wall. Time-worn griffin statues, their wings and flanks covered with moss, perch atop buttresses that support the walls. Parked near the base of the tower, within sight of the entrance, is a barrel-topped wagon sputtered with mud.
Well, looks like we caught up to Rictavio.
Actually, roll a perception check.
That is a 6.
Come to think of it, you don't remember what color Octavio's wagon was.
I thought you were saying you don't remember what color Rictavio is.
But when you look at it, it doesn't have the carnival saying on the side. Even at this distance, you can see it's a purple purple painted with some gold trim.
Well, hopefully he is alone and we do not need to worry about making first impressions.
Alternatively, we kill another tower's worth of things.
Okay, but what if they like Rictavio, just not us? Do we kill them?
What's not to like?
Subdue, perhaps? We
Subdue is our goal.
Yeah.
Remember, everybody, we will subdue if it goes bad. I looked directly at Hugo.
I'll bring up the rear.
Is that how you know it? Like, that's how you're gonna subdue? Just not
I don't
the
make
first
that-
person attacking.
Hugo is plan B.
Yeah.
And C.
Okay,
And all the
I'm
way
gonna throw you guys over to the map. Oh, is that right? No. Ignore. Crap.
It's completely black, so we can't tell.
Even better.
Gorgeous.
Same. This is also completely black.
I know.
My dice suck tonight.
How about now?
Still black. Oh, bottom's clear.
Yep. There we go.
Beautiful.
Is there a lock on the door of this wagon?
Are you approaching the wagon?
Yeah.
Under layers of mud, this wagon sports a fresh coat of purple paint, and its wheels have a fancy gold trim. A brass lantern hangs from each corner, and red drapes cover a tombstone-shaped window on each side. A steel padlock secures the back door, hanging from which is a cheap wooden sign that reads, "Keep out."
Question. Does this look like the wagon or carrier thing we saw right when we got into Barovia with Strahd in it?
No.
No, he had a black carriage.
Black
Cal.
carriage.
I don't know. Things on wheels, man. They all look the same.
The paint is fresh on the carriage.
Maybe Rictavio's changing his disguise.
Could be.
The colors are an interesting choice.
Regal.
Little.
But no, very bright for Barovia.
Are these your people, Yeda?
I mean, we like to travel, and it's bright. And you said you saw a Vistani person in the square at Valakias.
I knock on the door of the wagon.
Before you do that, when you approach the door,
I forgot on plan B. I shouldn't have done that.
That was a very Hugo
How
thing to do that.
how quickly you forget.
the door looks like this when you approach.
That looks spooky.
Oh, spooky, scary. That looks like a puzzle.
The
What
door-
is that?
Hugo, as you approach, the door is made of iron, with no visible handles or hinges. In the middle of the door is a large embossed symbol, a connected series of lines with 8 stick figures set around it. Carved into the lintel above the door is a word: Kazan.
What does it say?
Kazan.
Hazan?
Kazan.
Does that mean
Van.
anything to me?
Roll a history check.
Just to double check, didn't you say you were knocking on the wagon?
Well, the door of the wagon is what I said.
Oh, the door of the wagon?
Yeah.
That's the door of the tower.
Oh.
To
Sorry.
clarify any confusion.
Well, we were getting there, don't worry.
Hugo can't tell the difference.
Doors, man, they all look the same.
What was the history check?
19.
From your training in Forgotten Realms, the name doesn't ring a bell. Not from any of your understanding of history of your city or the Forgotten Realms.
This symbol also.
Correct.
Okay.
Hugo, as you knock on, I guess, Kelly, the back door?
The one where it says keep out.
From the back door.
Uh-huh.
Hugo, and what do you say? You just knock?
Go hello. We're here, Rictavio.
You all gather around this wagon as Hugo knocks at the door and calls out. And that's where we'll end tonight's session.
Aww, no!
I wanted to be Vistani.
You know, I have the sneaking suspicion that it's not Stani.
Oh,
And
okay.
it's probably like a murderer. Like 17 murderers.
Well, Vistani can be murderers, we've learned.
So you wanted to be a Vistani murderer.
No, I just like the Vistani part, but if there's a murderer, I'm not surprised.
It's Rictavia.
Oh, we'll see.
It's like 4 murderers, and what's more weird? A polar bear. A giant polar bear.
Alright, well,
Kraken.
thanks everybody. That was a lot of fun.
It's actually 7 krakens.
I'm looking forward to this new stretch of land and what you uncover in this wagon and tower.
Cannot wait.
Hopefully we do it in less than 19 weeks.
I think you will.
Is that how long Valaki took us?
20
Yep.
episodes.
I was telling my friend, I'm like, tonight in D&D, we're going somewhere new. She's like, well, what do you mean? I was like, we've been in the same town for 20 weeks. I guess. So.
It is 20 weeks. We started on episode 10, Great Balls of Fire. You arrived at the city of Valaki. And technically it's episode 31, where we're leaving. Alright. Thanks everybody. I'll see you next week.